Hello all and welcome to the Ginger Geek Show. So today I'm going to talk about Black Panther. This will be my review for the movie, and I'm going to say it right now, it is a spoiler review, simply for a couple of reasons, because I want to talk about this movie, and also because I'm terrible at forgetting that I've just clearly spoiled something of said movie. So yes, I'm just going to outright and say I loved every second of this movie, so this is very much going to be a very positive review. There is a couple of things I was a bit I'm not really happy with, and that's actually connecting to a couple of other things from previous movies, so I'm going to talk about that more later. But I'm very much going to do it like my reviews before. I'm going to talk about the good, I'm going to talk about the bad, and then I'll talk a little bit, little extras in the end sort of thing. So, yes, I wanted to talk about, obviously, about Ryan Coogler first, the director of this movie, and just what he brings to this movie. Obviously, I very much liked him before with Creed and Fruitvale Station, and I think he's very much, he's only had the three kind of movies so far, and he's managed to tick every three with greatness right now. And I think he is perfect for this film. I think he does a great job here, and very much so with the cast. I think everyone in this film brings their A game. I think they're all brilliant. Someone that I feel like no one's kind of talking about almost, because I feel like you don't need to talk about him because he's that good, is with Chadwick Boseman, because everyone kind of like very much is talking about Michael B. Jordan, or some of the other kind of characters, and quite right too, but I feel like and even I've been like that, I've not really talked about Chadwick Boseman much, because he is kind of like the safe bet that he's going to be great, and he is great in this movie from start to beginning. He really is. He kind of goes through his journey where he's kind of feeling like he still needs his father around, and then I do like when he goes back to the astral plane, which was a nice little reference to Doctor Strange. I liked when he goes back to that kind of realm or dimension, whatever you want to call it, I guess. That, when he sees his father's like, right, time to go, and then he's like, no, I basically have more work to do back home, and I liked all that kind of stuff. I thought that was quite interesting to me. And going through all the other characters, yeah, I agree with many other people. Michael B. Jordan is fantastic as Eric Killmonger. He really is a great villain. And yes, I'm going to leave a little bit actually to certain things I didn't really like, but I liked most of it, nearly everything about Killmonger. I liked his costume. I liked the bit where actually, like, the first kind of scene where, well, his kind of first scene, and when he gets the mask and he's just Andy Serkis' character Claw kind of says about the mask, and he's just like, no, I'm feeling it, and it takes it. I kind of like that. There's not really any need for it, and there's a bit that I really liked where it kind of shows how like kind of twisted he was, where I'm assuming his girlfriend or whatever, he's fling, and you're kind of assuming like, oh, he's not going to kill her, surely, but then no, he kills her as well, and I like that stuff. I thought that was quite interesting. I'll talk more about him. I think there's a couple of things I wasn't kind of like about, but I'll get on to there. But just quickly, I'll just round off the rest of the cast. I think everyone is superb, really. As I said, everyone brings their A game. I love their Dora Milaje. I think they're brilliant, every single one. I love the general. I forget her name. That's just terrible. I think she is brilliant. There's a great like and there's the casino kind of like scene, and I love the one take shot where it's like following her for a wee bit, and it's kind of going through the casino for a wee bit, and I really like that, and that shows you when you have a good director, Ryan Coogler, behind the camera, kind of, showcasing that out. And talk about the rest of the class, I think Shuri is brilliant. She's a real standout to me in this movie. She is fantastic in this movie, and hopefully we'll see more of her, because it looks like she is in Infinity War, I think. So, I thought she was great. I liked, obviously, Martin Freeman. I think he did a good job. I was glad that they didn't go for more the comedic role with him. I'm glad they went. But for me, a big standout was Andy Serkis. Now, I really enjoyed Andy Serkis in this movie. I thought he was just fantastic in every word of the sense. If it wasn't for Michael B. Jordan doing such a great performance, and he was great, we could have been close to having a supporting villain outshining the main villain. And I think it was close because there's a good chunk of this movie where, you know, Michael B. Jordan's not in this movie, and it's just kind of following Claw and his kind of story, and you know, you're kind of seeing his kind of, you know, their mission to go obviously get Claw and all that kind of stuff, and he's just so good. Like, he brings more than probably what was actually on the table, what Andy Serkis did, and he said it himself, kind of like he brought in kind of some ideas that he had, and I just really liked what they done with Andy Serkis' character of Claw. I think he was for me very much a favourite. And to like talk about the rest kind of movies, I want to talk about the sets just a little bit as well. The reason why I quite like Marvel is that they're very much, they like to try and stick to having the big over the top sets, if I guess you could say. You know, when you do compare it to, you see the behind the scenes of DC, especially Justice League and Batman v Superman, you know, it's all just green screen and it's just so boring looking, and when you see it on screen, there is just no life there. And when you look at Black Panther, and you clearly see, you know, like the throne, you know, for instance, the throne room for a good example, it feels more alive and more real when it's an actual built set, and I very much appreciate that, and I like that they keep kind of doing that kind of stuff. The music I want to quickly talk about as well. I think that's a great point in this movie as well. I really like obviously the Kendrick Lamar kind of stuff that they did, as well as the actual score, which I don't think many people are talking about. I think people are talking a lot about obviously the more of the soundtrack, but I think the score in this movie is also fantastic. I've been listening to it quite a bit on Spotify right now, because I remember listening on in the movie, and I just think there's such a great life to the movie with the music as well. I really think there was a great blend and a great mix of the two together. I'd also talk about the visuals as well. The visuals, you know, I think because it connects very much to the music, some of the shots. I like how it ends with, you know, obviously the kill off Killmonger, and I like that Black Panther takes him off to, you know, to see a sunset go down in Wakanda, and I think that's really quite nicely done, and shows the character of Black Panther that he's not like Killmonger. Killmonger wouldn't have done that, you know, but Black Panther's different. He would give him a sense of, you know, a final bow, basically, and I quite like that. That was a nice little kind of hint, I guess, to also Civil War, how you know, Zemo wanted to kill himself, but Black Panther stopped him. You know, there's that kind of like stuff in. It's pure and simply just really gorgeous. This movie, it really is. I really loved the visuals in this movie. I thought it was really like, great. I like there was a nice bit when they get to well, in the comics he was called Manny, I know that, but M'Baku and his kind of like tribe, and like this beautiful kind of like the gorilla that's like holding up his kind of his obviously his kind of throne room and all that, and I love that shot of the throne room. I think that just looks really is beautiful, and as I says, the cinematography is really beautiful in this movie. There's some really stunning shots throughout this movie, and I really liked it. And I want to talk about Wakanda as well, actually. In my mind, before I ever watched this movie, and I was just basically going through comics and knowledge and information and all that, to me, I always had Wakanda as this sci-fi African megacity, and that's what we got. And it was really it really was beautiful. I liked the trains that was going by. I liked there was like basically a bus that would go through. I really liked the detail and the look of it all. I thought it was beautifully done, Wakanda. It really did look just great for me. I thought it was really well done, and it felt like a real city as well. I felt like alive. When you look at some cities where it's just like you know, I think sometimes like in Star Wars when they did Coruscant, a lot of it did look like just like CGI everywhere really, with a random set ever so often. But here it felt like people would live here, and it was alive, and I liked that, and I liked how there was different areas. It was clearly more of just countryside, and there was tribes down that kind of way, and I really liked that. Yeah, I very much, Wakanda felt great for me, especially, you know, it's been quite some time to get to this point, and yeah, they did a really great job all round with Wakanda. So on to my dislikes, I guess I have, and it's more just the one dislike that I have, and I really wanted to talk about it. I am getting fed up now a little bit of Marvel keep killing off their villains. I could understand for Killmonger, I get that with the story, but Andy Serkis, killing off Andy Serkis, I was a bit like, I get it for the plot, but I just don't, I'm getting fed up of like villains being killed off because of plot. I'm just, a good example of this was Crossbones. The fact that they killed off Crossbones really quite nicked me off because, and I'll tell you why. Crossbones and Andy Serkis' character of Claw are both the exact same examples, where Winter Soldier and Age of Ultron, they were both teased of, you know, oh, more to come, you know, and then we get that next movie of that said movie, and yeah, they're just killed off. Crossbones even worse, to be fair, because he was just killed off in the opening, which really nicked me off. And then, you know, Andy Serkis at least did get at least a good amount in the movie, don't get me wrong, but it's like you're teasing this and then you're just kind of going, oh no, yeah, there you go, it's all just thrown away. And I'm getting nicked off by that. It was the same with Thor Ragnarok with Hela. Is she dead, is she not, I don't know, but it just annoys me that they're killing off quite good villains in my eyes, you know, but then they'll keep Zemo in Civil War. Why is Zemo still alive? I'm quite confused by that. So yeah, that's generally my only problem really of the movie. I'm getting quite fed up now, unless it's this fan theory of Infinity War where Thanos is going to actually bring back certain villains from death through the power of the Infinity Gauntlet, through time and reality. If that might happen, that'd be interesting, because apparently that could mean, you know, Ronan could come back, you know, Hela, you know, Crossbones and Andy Serkis. Because maybe it would make sense, because Andy Serkis, to me in interviews, felt like he was doing more, because he talked about he wanted to do more of the arm in the future, you know, and apparently Frank Grillo is in the 4th Avengers movie, apparently. So yeah, that's kind of it for my dislikes. I'm really quite nicked off with that kind of stuff. Yeah, and I was just kind of like, I could have had more really there. And talk about the kind of post-credit scenes. The first one, I've heard a lot of people say, and I kind of agree, I did feel like it should have probably maybe just been at the end of the film, but I did like it, and I thought it felt quite good for the time we're at right now, and yeah, I quite liked it. And also the second one was a bit more kind of, I was headed to the Infinity War, with the case of the Winter Soldier and seeing him, and yeah, I quite liked it. I mean, maybe I liked to see like, I'm assuming Shuri will probably make him a new arm, I'm guessing, and but I really liked it. It was a nice little kind of nod, obviously, because it was always that he was obviously still kind of recuperating, I guess you could say, Black Panther, but and it was good to see Winter Soldier. I'm very much looking forward to Infinity War, which it's not that long now until Infinity War. But I've got a question to ask though now. I would probably actually watch Black Panther not long after Civil War. I wouldn't watch it after Thor Ragnarok, because the end of Thor Ragnarok very much feels like it goes straight into Infinity War. I don't know if anyone else kind of feel like that. I kind of feel like watching this movie, I'd probably watch this no long after Civil War, really, because they mention very much it feels very recent that Black Panther's father died, so I'm assuming, you know, that was maybe the case that they're wanting to try and drive through. But yeah, that's my review for this movie. I really did love every second of this movie. I liked the cast, the sets, the cinematography, the music, the costumes as well. I didn't actually say the costumes are damn good in this movie as well. It's just, the whole cast just brings their A game, really. As I says, they're just really damn good. And Ryan Coogler directing this movie is superb as well. So yeah, that's my review here. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Did you like this film? Did you hate this film? I'd love to know. More videos in the future. So until then, see you later.